Hello, Kavya. If you're still here, can you let me know if I'm audible or not? If you're still here, can you please let me know if I'm audible or not? Hi, Kavya. Am I audible? Can you please let me know in the chat? Okay, great. So yeah, we'll wait for a few more minutes and we'll see if people are joining. And yeah, if you have any question in the meanwhile, you can always ask. By the way, how are you doing? And how's your weekend been going? And how's things are? So yeah, do let me know. As for me, yeah, I've been quite busy with different interviews, and yeah, I have cleared like 2 rounds for one company, and hopefully that was probably the last thing. Now, just discussions with HR is remaining. So they asked me for my uh, visa status and passport and all those things. So I'm hoping that they were fine with the interview and they like my profile, so probably that should be it. And also they told me in the email that interviewers were happy uh, with whatever discussions we had. So yeah, I'm expecting a positive results, so let's see. That's my status. I'm currently studying BE ECE and I'm passing in 2024. Okay, and planning to do my masters in 24 intake. Yeah, you still have quite a long time to go, so yeah, all the best for you. And you got your job, bro? No, I mean, still looking. I've been to a few interviews and they seem to be fine. So yeah, I'm still looking forward to the final results. So yeah, I'm still looking for the job. With the UK, Canada, which is best country? Hmm. At this point, UK's economy is not stable, so that is what I can say. But if things are very stable in UK and if we compare them with the Canada, then I personally would prefer UK. But if I have to go for masters today, looking at the current situation, I would prefer to go to Canada over UK. So you still have time, so wait and see how things pan out, and if things start to improve in the UK, then probably you can go for UK. But if things doesn't improve, then Canada could be a good option. I'm planning to do cybersecurity. What is your opinion about cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is a very good field because almost all the companies have their online presence, and because of which there are a lot of cyber security issues, hacking and stuff, they are also increasing. So yes, they need cyber security engineers and people related to that field. So it's a good option if you really like that kind of thing. If you are into that, then definitely you should go for it. What about job opportunities, bro? Yeah, so that's what I said about cybersecurity. All the companies, they need someone to secure their network or whatever they are doing online, and all the companies have online presence. So there are a lot of job opportunities, and it seems like it is future proof job as job, yeah, future proof job as well, because again, all company want to have all companies want to have their uh, online presence, and because of which you need to safeguard their infrastructure. So yeah, uh, it seems like a good opportunity, job opportunity. Hi bro, did you get the job? No Ganesh, not yet, but I've cleared like 2-3 rounds of interviews. So they asked me for my visa status, my passport and stuff. So and also they told that they were happy with the discussion we had in the interview. So hopefully uh, I will get an offer on Monday or maybe Tuesday, I don't know, but I'm expecting a uh, positive output from that. So let's see, but nothing concrete as of yet. Bro, in UK there are any consultancies? Consultancies for what? If you can just clarify a little bit. I was waiting for this live since 2 months. I couldn't attend this live, and I watched it on Sunday. I'm feeling embraced today. I love this channel and love you for. Yeah, I try to come every Saturday 12 p.m., and I totally understand that people might have other things as well. So that's why, and also because of time constraint and stuff, I can't do it very frequently in the week because I have other things as well to do. So but still I try to come every week. So maybe if you are not able to attend one week, probably you can attend the next week. So yeah, and I'm glad you find the programming Cradle to be a helpful channel and you get insightful information. So, and thank you so much for your support. For jobs, there are a lot of consultancies. So consultancies, or there are a lot of when you go on LinkedIn, or if you just search for job portal or job agencies, you will get a lot of different type of agencies. So what I will do is, um, I will make a list of various job portal or job agencies, and I will put that in the community section so that you can find it to be helpful. I will make a note of it because when I was applying for jobs, I came across a lot of different consultancies. So yeah, probably it will help you. Yeah, noted. I will graduate this year. What are the things I need to take care to get a job with sponsorship? So I can't tell you what you need to do to get a sponsorship job because there is nothing special that you can do to get a sponsorship job. Yes, you can probably just try to apply for senior level roles, and in companies which do offer sponsorship. So if you are able to find a senior level role, or if you are able to, and also the company is approved to give you sponsorship, then probably there are more chances to get sponsorship, and that is the only different thing that you can do. Apart from that, if you are applying for graduate roles or junior level roles, it's really relatively hard to get a sponsorship job in those areas, but I think it is still possible to get a sponsorship. So try to apply for as many jobs and keep attending interviews until you get a sponsorship job. So that's what I can suggest you. And I had also asked you, Darshan, I guess, I think you are doing a master's from Hertfordshire University. So, if I'm not wrong, if I and also if I remember correctly, so um, if you can drop me an email on programmingcradle@gmail.com, or if you can reach out to me on uh, LinkedIn, whatever is suitable for you. I needed your feedback about Hertfordshire University, and so that I can probably create a video. And if you are willing to have a one-to-one chat, like Zoom call, we can have this sort of discussion. And if you are fine in putting that video on YouTube, we can do that as well. Because I have got a lot of queries related to Hertfordshire University, and it will really help a lot of people. So that's the idea behind it. So if you are willing to do that, just drop me an email or a LinkedIn message. Uh, that would be really helpful for a lot of people. But if you're not comfortable, then I will just ask few questions, and if you just answer those questions, I can make a video using that information. So that would again be really helpful. Is 15 years study accepted in Canada University? 15 years study. What is 15 years study? Like 12 years of your schooling and 3 years of your bachelor's, is it you're asking? So if that is your question, universities do accept bachelor level degree. If you already have, in India we have those BSc courses, they are for 3 years. So yes, they are accepted in a lot of Canadian universities. And yes, if you are going for data science or computer science related courses, probably they will ask you BSc in relevant field. So that is there. Can I suggest any university in Canada to do cyber security? So no, I don't really have much idea about universities in Canada, and even in the UK, I haven't looked into a lot of different courses for cybersecurity, so I can't really suggest much. UK versus Canada, what is better? If you are going today or this year, I would say Canada probably, because UK is not looking stable at all. So that's my opinion. Definitely, I will mail you. Thank you, Darshan. Yes, 15 years education. Yeah, so it is accepted in Canada. Is maths very difficult in data science course? Again, a very subjective question, because some people are comfortable with math, some people are not comfortable with even basic stuff. Because in my batch, there were people, they were finding it hard to get the intuition about all the statistical concepts. So that was there. But then there were people who were finding things to be relatively easy. So that's there. But if you are able to understand the use of each concept, and I am also creating this playlist which is where I'm talking about state statistics for data science. So there I'm explaining you the concept, and then we are also looking into things where we can use those statistical concepts in data science, and I'm also showing you Python code which you can use to carry out those operations. So yeah, that's the idea behind that playlist, and if you go through that playlist you will get a very good foundation, and you can always build upon that. So that's the idea. If you try to put in efforts, and if you try to learn things, and if you give it a little bit time, and also if you put it in practice while doing a data analysis project or something like that, I think it should be fine. But in Canada I couldn't find universities. I couldn't find cybersecurity courses. It has only information security. Okay, what is your opinion? Yeah, that is the thing, and that was the reason why I did not choose Canada, because when I was looking for data science courses, there were very few or no courses. So they were providing courses like masters in computer science or something like that, and you can major in certain things. So you will probably carry out your dissertation in a very specific domain where you want to specialize in. So that is the thing. So that was the reason why I did not choose Canada. But again, my friend, she is doing masters in computer science, and she chose all the modules which were related to machine learning and data science, and also she is doing her dissertation in machine learning. So even though her course is MSc computer science, she is doing everything for machine learning and data science stuff. So you can always choose modules which you want, and modules which are relevant to cybersecurity, and you can just learn those things. So that's how you can customize your course. Bro, how does this sound? For next 2 years, I will learn and practice data science concepts such as NumPy, Pandas, ML as much as possible, and then do industry projects with in foreign universities. Yeah, this sounds like a good idea, and yes, always learning the basic stuff, because your foundation should be strong. So learning NumPy, Pandas, and these tools, they will definitely help you, and if you keep doing it consistently for 2 years, I'm pretty sure you will be able to learn all the machine learning concepts and data science related stuff quite well, and you will be very proficient, and if you do industry level projects, it will be even better. I'm glad you found the videos to be helpful, Abhinandan. What is the cost of data science in USA? I think for 2 year course you will have to pay at least 40 to 50 lakh Indian rupees. So that's my estimate, and it can go up to 80, 90 lakh, maybe even 1 CR as well. So depending on the university and fees. So, and this is something you can expect. Maybe you will be able to find some cheaper universities as well, which I'm not aware of, but I think on an average it will be 40, 50 Indian lakh rupees. My background is from BSc chemistry, but I have IT experience. I have 4 years of experience in SQL. In this experience help to get into it? Yes, definitely. This is a very good amount of experience, and it will definitely give you edge over people who are just straight out of the university. So yes, you certainly have edge over other people, and it is a relevant experience, which is IT experience. So yeah, bro, I message you on LinkedIn. Yeah, I will look after once the live stream is finished. I will look at it. And thanks, Darshan. What is SDS and non-SDS? If you can give the full form of it, because I don't know about SDS and non-SDS. If you can just tell the full form, maybe I will know. I will be knowing about it. If you can, please try data science project. Please explain in videos. Yeah, that's the plan right now, and the statistical videos which are going on right now. It is important to understand the data analysis part as well. So if you understand these concepts, if you already know, that's well and good. But if you don't know about it, it's important to understand those statistical concepts. So that's why I'm trying to cover the statistical concepts first, and then after that we will jump into data analysis and data science projects. And I have plans of doing that, and we will also try to deploy those models so that you will know how to deploy those models, and you will have the experience with the whole data science lifecycle. So yeah, that is planned, and I will definitely do videos on that. How much salary can I expect after MSc data science with 2 years of experience? In the UK, you can expect from 30 to 35. It can go to 45 as well. So that is the average salary, I would say. But there are companies, they do pay significantly more, around 70, 80K as well. So if you are able to get those jobs, then definitely there is no ceiling to it. But yeah, if I would talk about the floor, then probably it starts from 28, and on an average it's like 35, 40, I guess. Yeah. Can I get any part-time jobs based on my courses? Is there any prerequisites to get job on the same role? Can you suggest any idea regarding this? So yes, definitely it is possible. If you have a little bit of experience with it, then it becomes a little bit easy. If you don't, then you will have to find internships, and it is possible to find internship. um, some of the people from my batch, it was not cybersecurity, it was data science. But yes, it goes same for cybersecurity or computer science courses as well, because I know people from advanced computer science batch as well. So even they were able to find part-time job and also internships as well. So yes, it is possible. You can always apply for internships on various portals, like if I talk about in the UK, LinkedIn is there in all other countries. So that is there. In the UK, there are platforms like CV Library, Read, Target Job, Total Jobs, and Talent .com, something like that. So these are some of the websites which you can try, and also few other things. Try to attend different meetups in your local area wherever you are staying. If you can attend online ones, that is also fine, but I personally think it does not have a lot of impact. If you meet people one to one, when you have conversation with them, if you show them your interest, if you show them the kind of skills you have, if you can share your LinkedIn profile, GitHub profile, and things like that, probably you will be able to find some internships in meetup as well. And that's how I was able to find my internship, which I did during my masters. And other thing that you can do is try to participate in various hackathons. So when you participate in hackathon, there will be people from some company, and they will be looking for some good people. So if you perform really good in hackathons, then there are chances that you might be able to find some internship or part-time jobs from that as well. So these are the things which you can try. I did my BTech in mechanical, and I completed in 2022. Okay, no experience, um, and I'm planning for masters in data science. Like, will it be beneficial for me for getting jobs? Mm, so for freshers, it's little bit hard to find jobs. So if you have time, if you can invest some time in gaining professional experience in some company, at least 2 to 3 years of experience, after that it becomes relatively easy to find a job. As a freshers, it is a little bit hard to get job after you uh, do your masters in foreign countries. So I'm not just trying to scare you off, is just the things, is this the thing uh, are looking right now, because I have seen some of the people from my batch, they're still trying to find job, and it's not like they're not putting an effort. They have done Azure certification, they are trying to write technical blogs, they're trying to do various projects, they're trying to improve their profile quite a lot, but still they are struggling with it. I mean, I don't know if they are not getting calls, are um, or is it hard for them to clear the interview, I don't know. So that is a completely different thing. If they are getting calls and if they are not cracking the interview, then that is a completely different story. So that's there. But yes, they have got a few calls, like 2 or 3, but still it's uh, it's kind of hard for freshers to get a job. So I would suggest, if you can gain some experience in your home country, and then if you can try, I think it would be much more helpful. But if you don't have time and if you just want to get on with your masters, then definitely you can do it. But few things that you should do during your masters is, I have made a video about it, do check it out, and that should put you in a better place to gain jobs after you uh, complete your masters. Also, like I told, try to attend meetups and participate in hackathons, so that also increases your chances of getting a full-time job. As UK's economy is collapsing, is it good to study data science in the UK? No, it's not. That's why I'm suggesting people to postpone their plans of doing masters. And it's not just about UK, it is throughout the world. So it's better to be in your home country and try to find job in relevant fields. So if you want to go for data science, find job in data science. If you, or data analysis, or find an internship. If you want to go for cybersecurity, find something in cybersecurity. So whatever you want to do after a year or so, try to find some jobs in relevant field and gain some experience in your country, and see how things pan out in the future, because right now things actually are not really good, and it's kind of uh, risky. So that's there. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. But if you are willing to take risk, and if you are fine with that, then definitely you can go for data science courses, because in my opinion, 1 year masters, if you have little bit of knowledge about data science, I think 1 year masters is a good option, because you don't spend whole another year on the course, and you can just get on with your masters quickly, and you can jump to job, and it's very quick, it's less expensive as well. So in my opinion, it is good, but it is very risky at this time. Bro, please explain importance of projects under good professors before applying for good foreign universities. I don't have any, but I can plan accordingly. Um, if you need lot of technical help from your professors, then yes, definitely it is very important to have a very supportive and good professor. So that is there. But if you think you can manage all the technical aspect on your own, and if you and only you need help from a professor on writing, if you want to write a paper, so that's there, you can do that. And yeah, it is important to have professor who is supportive, and they're willing to provide you a lot of different resources where you can find let's say references and templates if you want to write paper. But if you want to if you want help from the professor in technical aspect as well, then definitely you need to make sure that whatever project you want to do, your professor is well versed with all the technologies which you will use. So yes, definitely, there are two different aspects, but it's up to you what you would like to do. And if a professor is good with technical aspect, then obviously they will be able to help you with the paper writing and stuff as well, so because they usually do those kind of things. So yeah, that's there. Has PSW changed from 2 years to 6 months? If not yet, then when do you think they are going to reduce it? Do you think it is worth doing masters from the UK considering the session and PSW? So as of yet, they haven't changed. It's still 2 years, and when they will do it, no idea. But I'm just assuming that whoever will come in September 23 intake, they will probably get 2 years of post study work visa, and probably after that, maybe Jan 24, or after that, I think they might make it 2 years. But let's hope they don't do it. And even universities and higher education council, they are opposing this thing, because yes, definitely it will affect a lot, and there will be significantly less number of people coming to the UK. And all the universities, they're making huge amount of money from international students, because they pay a significant amount of fees as compared to local students. So that's there. So let's hope they don't make it 6 months, and that's there. On to your second question, is it worth? I would say it's risky, but worth it. It depends on people. um, if you want to work in the UK, if you want to have PR, if you want to settle in the UK, then I don't think it is worth, because UK's economy is not looking good. Things are getting really expensive, and even they don't know in which direction they are going. So maybe you will come here, you will settle, but after 5 6 7 years, probably you won't like it here anymore. So I don't know. And yeah, I'm looking into like too far in the future, so that's there. In that regard, maybe no. But if you ask about international experience, getting to know a lot of international people, learn about their culture, learn about how they think, how they approach to a certain problem, and becoming more independent after coming here, and you have to do almost everything on your own. So in that regard, to have a good experience, I think yes, it is totally worth it. So yeah, there are two different aspect to it. And yes, of course, after finishing your master's, you would want to find a job. So that's why I'm saying it's kind of risky, because jobs are quite less, and there are so many people looking for job. So it's highly competitive. I mean, it's not like in India, it's not competitive. In India also it is competitive, but then in India you have uh, quite a lot of time, and living expense is not that high. Whereas if you come here and if you are struggling to find a job for let's say 1 year or maybe more, and let's consider the post-study work visa is still for 2 years. You will spend 1 year in looking for a job, and you will get 1 year to work in the company. And in the worst case scenario, if you're not able to find a sponsorship, then you will have to go back to your home country. So effectively you will work just for 1 year, which is probably not good return on investment, so maybe not worth it. So that's why it's also important to have a healthy job market, and considering that it's kind of risky. So that's just my opinion. I mean, if you agree, if you don't agree, that's totally up to you, but I just wanted to tell you all the facts and the current scenario which are here. I hope that helps. Which country pays highest salary for data scientists? USA. Yes, that USA pays significantly more than any other country. Do you know any courses for freshers? Yeah, software development courses are there. Like, if you have done computer science course in your bachelor's, you can go for advanced computer science. So that is there. Even freshers can make into data science, and also cybersecurity is something which you can try. So game development, if you are interested in that, so that is again something um, which is quite popular and quite interesting as well. So that is also something you can look into. I got offer from Manchester Metropolitan University for September 23 intake. How is their course content? It would be better opinion to choose. So yeah, I recently looked into Manchester Metropolitan University, and their course content seems to be really good. They are covering almost everything, um, like programming also, and statistical concepts as well, machine learning, deep learning, almost everything. So yeah, in terms of course content, they do have a very good course content. Data science or cyber security for non-CS field without any coding background. What is your suggestion? Which one is booming? I mean, it's not about which one is booming. They both have their own job market, and they both have good amount of opportunity. It's up to you which one do you like, because they are completely different things. If you like to play around data, if you like to get insights from the data, if you like to help businesses to grow using your data insights, so the data science is for you. Also, you need to keep in mind that you need to learn a lot of mathematical concepts and things like that, because whenever you are making any statistical inferences, you need to make sure that you are doing right type of hypothesis test and things like that. So that is what you need to keep in mind. Cybersecurity is on the other hand, cybersecurity is safeguarding the infrastructure, avoiding all the cyber attacks. So for this, you need to be very good with your shell scripting. Python scripting is also something which is heavily used in pen testing and things like that. And some companies, maybe not some, but probably all companies, they would prefer to use C++, that kind of languages, which will probably be a little bit hard to learn if you are not from CS background. um, so in terms of, if you can manage mathematical concepts and Python programming, then I think it's better to go for data science. And data science is more of a interdisciplinary course, so it's not like you have to be graduated from computer science background, so that's there. And data science can always have use cases in any kind of domain, be it mechanical, be it electrical, medical, or anything. So yeah, that's my opinion. But you should also look at what you are interested in, and what attracts you the most, because you don't want to get into something which is easy to learn but not enjoyable for you to do, because then you will get bored really easily, and then you would not be motivated enough to learn new things. Because even in data science, And also one more thing is in data science, new things are coming quite frequently, and cybersecurity seems to be very stable. So tools which were there 2 3 years back, they are still relevant in cybersecurity, but in data science things are changing quite fast. So you will have to keep on learning new stuff. So that is also something you need to keep in mind. I hope that helps. Hey Roshan, how have you been? I'm doing good, Ayush. I hope you are doing good as well. So I got a rejection from Rath Arkan University of Lead, Arkan University of Lead, but I have received an admit from University of Exeter. That's good actually, because University of Exeter is actually a good university. Anyone thought about studying in Australia? So if there's anyone who is planning to study in Australia, please let Calvin know. Do you suggest anything for 24 September intake for masters to do any prerequisites in this year so that I can do it? I already have a video about prerequisites for data science. So if you want to do data science course, then I already have a video. I have talked about all the things, so do check it out. Did you opt for PSW? Yes, I did. So I applied for post study work visa because when I lost my sponsorship job, I will lose the sponsorship as well. Yes, they do give 6 months, 6 months, uh, or maybe 2 months. I think they give just 2 months. So they give 2 months to find another job which is willing to give you sponsorship. But looking at current job market, I thought it would be safe to go for post study work visa. So yeah, I applied for post study work visa right before, like a week before, when my visa was about to expire, student visa was about to expire. Because when you're not on student visa, I don't think you can apply for post study work visa. So I had to apply post study work visa. Roshan, what do you think about going for masters in Australia? Australia is giving 4 years of post study work visa after 2 years of masters, right? I don't know about that. And also, what's my opinion about Australia? Again, I don't really have any opinion because I haven't done much research about Australia. But I think lately I've been getting few queries related to Australia, so I might know few people in Australia as well. So I will try to reach out to them and see if they can provide some information how things are in Australia, and hopefully we can discuss about this in next live stream or next to next live stream, depending on how soon I get some relevant response. So yeah, if that's of any help, so I will make a note of it. And yeah, if I feel like I can probably make a full-fledged video, if I have significant amount of uh, knowledge about that, then I will probably make a video. If not, then again we can discuss it in next live stream or next live stream. UK or Ireland for data/business analytics? Ireland is even smaller as compared to UK, so I would say they will have less number of jobs. But one more thing is, all the major tech giants like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Adobe, and things like that, they have their EU data center in Ireland. So considering that, they do have quite number of jobs there as well. But Again, all the countries in EU, including UK, even though they are not part of EU anymore, things are not really good. So, and it's not just about EU countries. Like you can see all over the world, almost all the companies are struggling. All the countries are actually struggling. So that's there. But in terms of course content, if I have to talk about, then I would say Ireland's course content is relatively theoretical as compared to UK. So that was one other reason for me to choose UK over Ireland, because here I found things to be much more practical, and the coursework that you are doing and the projects that you are doing, you are evaluated purely based on that. And there were few universities, they were taking written exams in the UK. So you need to see what type of examination pattern you like. Do you like to be evaluated based on your project and coursework, or do you like to write written exams and things like that? So you need to consider that as well. So I would probably still prefer UK over Ireland, but it can be totally different scenario for you. Hopefully you found or will find a job. Yeah, I have been through several interviews, and I talked about this in the initial part of this live stream as well. We had one or two people. That's also, I've cleared like 2 3 rounds of interviews, and I have few other interviews lined up. Not exactly interviews, but take home assignments. I need to work on that as well. So I got an email yesterday that the interviewers were happy with the discussion that we had, and they asked me for my visa status, working right to work status, and also my passport. So I have given them that, and let's see. I'm hoping for a positive result. Hopefully by Monday or Tuesday I will get something. But yeah, that's there. But then I also have a few other take home assignments, so I will work on them, and we'll see. About data science? What about data science? I don't know very much about Australia in terms of PR in Sydney or Melbourne. From what I know, it works similar to. I think Sunny knows more about Australia, so probably he will answer your question, Ayush. Got an offer from the University of Glasgow for MSc Data Science for September intake. Is it good? Yes, definitely. University of Glasgow is one of the best universities for data science. The course content is very good, and in general, the university is uh, really good, and the campus is actually quite awesome. So that is again something. And Glasgow is a relatively big city, so finding an internship or job should be. I don't want to use word easy because I don't want to give any false hopes, but yeah, it could be relatively easy. It would be great if you could reach out to your friends in Australia and get some information on job market there in IIT or in general. Um, yeah, sure, I will try to do that. Which university would you recommend if given choice between Cardiff, Exeter, or Newcastle? So, my experience with Newcastle was really good, and I can't complain about single thing that I did not like as part of my masters. My experience was pretty good. So, from personal experience, I would say Newcastle would be my top pick. After that, I will probably go for University of Exeter, and after that, Cardiff. Having said that, all the universities have good course content, so that's there. So if you have offer from all the three universities, you can choose which one you like. But my preference would be Newcastle, Exeter, and then Cardiff. Thoughts on University of Surrey and University of Exeter for data science? Again, both the universities are really good. Their course content is good. If I have to pick one out of these two, I would go for University of Exeter over Surrey. The fees of Exeter would be 22k pounds after scholarship, and Newcastle would be 24k after scholarship if I am able to get it, and Cardiff is 23k pound all for data science. Yeah, so if you already have a scholarship for Exeter and you don't have offer, you don't have scholarship for Newcastle, so Newcastle's fees would be around 28k, I think. So in that case, I would say go for Exeter because you will save around 6 lakh Indian rupees, which is a significant amount. And if you don't have, I think you have scholarship for Exeter, so that's fine. So yeah, if you are able to find or get scholarship for Newcastle University, I think paying 24k is still fine, because 24k 22k are quite close to each other. Yes, when you look it into Indian rupees terms, then yeah, it's 2 lakhs Indian rupees, which is still significant. But when you compare it to 24 lakh or 22 lakh, it's not that much. So that's my opinion. So if you're able to find scholarship for Newcastle University, I think Newcastle would be a better option, and if not, then Exeter would be a better option. And if you don't have scholarship for either of those universities, then going for Cardiff would be the good option. What concepts are required for data science? Like, at what extent do we need linear algebra, stats, probability? And can you please give us any PDF where important concepts list will be there, and please tell book and resources. So I have one short video. So if you go and check the short section, there I've given some books for machine learning and data science. So do check out that video. And to what extent you need to know about algebra and all those things. So whatever amount of algebra you learned in your algebra or statistics or probability you learned in your 11th 12th, I think that is more than enough. You don't need more than that. And I think that was um, more complicated than what you will need for data science, is because you are not going to if I talk about calculus, you're not going to do all the heavy lifting integrations and stuff. You will be doing some basic sort of. Yes, there are certain equations, they will be quite hard to integrate if you're giving a maths exam, but you're not going to do that manually as a data scientist. So that's there. Yes, at times when you will have to write your own loss functions and things like that, then probably you'll have to write equations and things, but that comes after several years of experience. It's not like if you are just getting into data science and if you're looking for a job, somebody will ask you to write an optimization equation or loss function, custom loss function and things like that. They're not going to ask you. And once you will get into data science, when you will start working on things, you will eventually start to pick things and you will start to learn things on the go. So that's it. So you don't really need like very complex stuff. If you know, the important thing that you need to know is concepts in linear algebra, stats and probability is the intuition, like why do we use that particular concepts, more than how to do that particular manipulation. So that is something you need to keep in mind, because there are a lot of tools in numpy, scipy and different packages where you can do all the mathematical operations. You don't have to do all the calculations manually. So that's there. And for statistics, I have a playlist, stats for data science, which I'm still making videos. I could not make video from past 2-3 days is because I was busy in interviews and take home assignments and things like that. So I will start making videos again, as soon as possible. But do check out that playlist. I have so far 13-14 videos which will give you the basic idea about what type of stats is needed and probability as well. So and all the topics in one PDF and things, that I don't have, but if you want to download data science notes, you can find the link into the description. So I have a data science notes, and it's quite extensive and long notes. So if you go through each and every topic, you will know what concepts to cover. And from that notes, I think you can learn quite a lot, and I have had a positive feedback from a lot of people about the notes. So yeah. At present time, I am in third year. Should I prepare for GATE rather than thinking to come to UK? Yeah, that sounds like a better decision at this point, because if you want to come to UK, all you need is 65 to 70%. If you have more than 70%, then that's well and good. But all you need is 65 to 70% in your bachelor's, and IELTS score more than 6.5, which you can do after your bachelor's as well if you want to come to UK. But to prepare for GATE, it takes time. So, and also if you prepare for GATEs, you will eventually do good in your uh, final years as well, because there will be some subjects from your final years. So yes, there is no harm in preparing for GATE, and also when you will prepare for GATE, you will also improve your data structures and algorithm, which will help you in interviews as well. So right now, preparing for GATE seems like a silver bullet, which can get you good marks in your bachelor's, which can help you to prepare for interviews as well. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. What type of assignments do they give during the interview process? So they give you 1 week to work on a data analysis project. So they will give you a toy data set from their own domain. So if it's a banking company, they will give you data from their domain. If it's an insurance company, they will give you data from that. If it's some other company, let's say betting company like Dream 11 or something like that, they will give you cricket or something like that data set, and they will ask you to do data analysis. They will ask you to tell what observations you have got from your data analysis, and they will also ask you to train machine learning model, and they just want you to see the whole process that you are following and how you are doing it. And then in the second stage, they have discussions about why you chose this algorithm and not that algorithm. You are saying that this is the finding from that data analysis, and how confident are you, do you think there are outliers, how did you do data cleaning and stuff. So those kind of things they ask in the interview. And then there will be another interview probably where they will test you on various other technical aspects. So that's the whole thing. If you want to know about uh, the whole data science interview process, I have discussed about all the variations of interview process in one of my videos, so do check out that video. It should give you a very good idea. And if you're finding this live stream to be helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. It keeps me motivated and it does help the channel as well. So please do give the video or the live stream a thumbs up. The course curriculum is good in Glasgow, right? Yes, it is very good. Even I had applied for Glasgow University and I had offer, but eventually I chose Newcastle University. But yes, Glasgow was at least at that time they had quite good course content, and also when I checked last time, it was probably a month or so before, they do have a very good course content. What are the different rounds for interview in data profession? So I have discussed about data science process in one of the videos, so do check out that video. You will get all the information there. Also, which is better amongst Exeter, QMUL and Glasgow for data science? So I had applied to QMUL and Glasgow both, and I had offer from both the universities. So my personal preference was Newcastle University, Glasgow University, QMUL, and I think I had applied for one more university. I can't remember exactly, but that was my preference. So I would say Glasgow, QMUL, and then Exeter. That is my personal preference. Bro got admit from Leeds with no scholarship, but Newcastle gives me £4,000 scholarship, which is best. So ultimately, what is the final fees that you are paying for Leeds and for Newcastle? Newcastle, I think you will be paying around 24k. If you are paying similar fees in Leeds as well, I don't think scholarship should be a deal breaker. If you find Leeds scholarship, Leeds course content to be better as compared to Newcastle, then you can go for Leeds. But if you think Newcastle is giving you more for the amount of money that you are paying, then definitely going for Newcastle would be the better option. So the uh, final fees that you are paying, that should be the ultimate goal, because university can have around 30-40k base fees, but and then they give you around 4 to 5k pound of scholarship, and then there is a university which only has fees of 25k without any scholarship. I would still go for the university which is giving me no scholarship, unless or until they have a very good course content. So yeah, if they have a good course content, I would always pick university which I'm finding the course content to be good. Thanks, Roshan. I am booking a one-to-one session with you right now to discuss few more things. Last time I don't know what happened, but I didn't receive the meeting link. Then I read your email. Yeah, so whenever you book a one-to-one meeting, just give at least 12 hours of buffer time so that I can schedule my plans accordingly, because I have other things as well. So I should have sufficient amount of time to adjust my schedule. So that probably would have been the case. That's why you did not receive any email, because I have given around 12 hours of buffer time. So that might be the reason. Roshan, if you went to Glasgow University rather than going to Newcastle University, do you think your job prospects would have been better in any way, like in finding internships or stuff like that? I mean, I don't know, because I was able to get internship from Newcastle University as well. So in terms of internship, I don't think there would have been any more opportunities, because I was able to get internship from Newcastle University. So that's there. In terms of job prospect, I don't think it matters a lot in which city you are staying, because ultimately um, the interviews that I have been through, they're all online. I never had to go to office. And also, when you apply for a job, you can also attach a cover letter. Most of the times in the attached letter, in the cover letter, you can say that you're willing to relocate, so that is not a problem. So it's covered. I think I don't think it would have been any better or worse if I would have been in University of Glasgow. So that's my opinion. From your experience so far, what are the factors to consider when choosing a university for masters? So first and foremost thing is the course content. That is probably the most important thing. Second would be the fees, because if a university is not in your budget, there is no point in applying to that university. Next, if you want to look for part-time jobs, then location matters. So it would be better to be in a bigger city, because there it's relatively easy to find a part-time job. The next thing is you need to see the assessment, how universities are assessing you. Some universities like to conduct exams, some universities like to assess you purely based on your coursework projects. Some universities have mix of both. So whichever you feel you are comfortable with, uh, go for that university. Next thing is also what type of research work a particular university is doing, and what type of collaborations they have with the industry, because that helps you to get probably research assistant job or internships, and after internship you can probably convert it into a full-time job as well. So these are some of the things that I can think of right now. And yeah, you can probably talk to when you are applying or when you are researching about a university. It's always important to talk to the program director and ask all the relevant questions to them. It's also important to talk to students who have completed their course from that particular university, because they can tell you the things from the inside, and you will be able to get more insights from it. So yeah, these are some of the factors and things that you can do. Precast interview is mandatory for every university? No, it is not. So for me, there was no interview for cash letters, so that's there. Some universities conduct, and they pick random students, probably based on the kind of experience. So if you are coming from completely different background, and if you are applying for some IT role and you are not from IT background, so then probably they might want to conduct any precast interview just to understand why do you want to switch your domain. So that's there. Apart from that, it's not mandatory for all the university. How to find internships in companies, like some tips about a resume, how to crack work related scenario, what do they expect from students. How to find internship is you can apply on online portal, you can attend meetups, uh, you can participate in hackathons. About resume, I have made a video, but I think I will make an updated video about resume, because I personally have made quite a lot of changes in my resume, so I will do that. uh, just to give you some important tips, it's important to show what were the results that you achieved in your past experience or from the projects that you did, rather than just telling what you did. So that is something which is important. And also it's important to showcase projects from different domains. So if you are applying for jobs for natural language processing, computer vision, and things like that, you should make sure that you have done those kind of projects and they are there in your resume, because when you go for interviewers will ask you questions mainly on the things related to the job role. So if you have different type of projects, it would help you to get shortlisted. um, how to crack work related scenarios, I think you're asking about uh, questions like, if you have a conflict with your manager, what would you do, something like that. So how I tackle these questions is, it's possible that there will be a questions which I've never faced in my career. So I always try to put myself in that particular scenario and I try to think about it, and what would I do, and I just say whatever comes to my mind. I don't try to make up things, I don't try to look over smart or something. Whatever comes to my mind, I just say that. I just try to be truthful, because if you try to make up things, they will know that, yeah, guy is trying to make up things, and that is never a good sign. So that's what I do. And so far, in whatever interviews I have been, and whenever I had to face these kind of questions, I have cracked those interviews. So I don't remember any interview where I did not pass. I think the only type of interviews which not interviews, but um, you can say that interview round or something. So I have not cleared those round where they do those gamified version of tests. They just don't make sense to me. I personally like the aptitude tests which we had in India, where they used to give you different type of questions like probability, statistical, mathematical questions. You just have to solve them. Here they ask you, they show you some different type of pattern, and then you'll have to remember it, and then it will go off, and then you will have to uh, do that. So that is something which I am not very used to, and I don't like it. So that is what. Apart from that, I think it's fine. What do they expect from students? They don't want you to be master in everything, and they don't expect you to answer all the questions right. Yes, you'll have to answer majority of the questions right, but yes, the most important thing that they expect from student is to be truthful. If you don't know about something, just tell them that I have never faced this issue, or I have never encountered this, or I have not learned this, if it's a technical concept. So it's important to be truthful. That's just my opinion. If you can cover up things, then that's really good, but if not, it's better to be truthful. In what terms will be QMUL better than University of Exeter? I haven't applied for QMUL yet, but I might be able to get admit from there, but the fees difference is around 5k pound between two universities. Yeah, QMUL is relatively expensive, I think, but there are few things that are going for QMUL. One is course content, of course. The next is, it is in London, so that is there. And I had applied for big data science, so they had uh, they were covering big data technologies, they were covering usual data science stuff. So that's what I liked about. But I think in terms of course content, etc., is also covering all those things, so that's fine. But I think the only thing is that QMUL is in the center of London, so that's there. There were a few other things which I can't exactly remember, but I might have included this in one of my videos. If you see that video, probably you will be able to get it. I have discussed about in what all universities I have applied to. So yeah, that's there. I have booked a session with you for 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. Could you check it once? Yeah, I can do it. So 5:30 IST or British summertime. It's not summertime but GMT. Yeah. Yeah, I can see a confirmation email. I have it here. So yeah, for me it's 12 p.m. tomorrow. QS graduate employability ranking are true. I don't trust these ranking websites because some university just pay those platforms and they can just boost up their ranking. So I don't really trust that. One thing is that you can find these employability ratios or percentage on most of the university's website. So I would say go to the university's website and check. But then you can also say that it's university, they can just put whatever they like. So yeah, that is also true. But I would still prefer to go for university's website, because if they're putting out false information, then it would be bad for university's reputation. So I doubt that university would like to do that. So that's my opinion. So you can probably check out these information on university's website as well. You're welcome, Ravish. Do you miss India? Yes, I do. There are few things which I think are better in India, and yes, of course, you miss your family because it's been more than a year I haven't been to India. So yeah, that's there. Is Exeter a good city to find a part-time job? What do you think? What living cost should I expect per month in general? Usually you can find this information on university's website, monthly living cost, but usually whatever the monthly cost universities quote on their website, they are much more expensive, and I don't think you would spend that much. I don't have a particular number, so I can't tell you how expensive it will be. But considering the size of the city, I would say it will be moderately expensive. It won't be as expensive as London or Manchester or bigger cities. So yeah, that's there. About part-time jobs, I think it is possible to get part-time job there as well, but it won't be as abundant as in London or any other big cities. Will there be any risk for 23 intake student for PSW visa? I personally think there won't be any issues or risks for September 23 intake students, but again, it's just my speculations. Government can do whatever they want, but I strongly believe it would be very unfair for students who are coming for September intake, because they still think that the PSW is for 2 years and they come here and then they make it 6 months. So it would be really unfair for those students. So I think they won't do it. Are there a lot of part-time jobs in Newcastle? What living cost is there for you per month, if you don't mind me asking? Uh, Newcastle, yes. Lot of people from my batch, they did part-time jobs, so I would say yes. There are part-time jobs in Newcastle. Living cost for me, it costs around £600 per month to cover up my rent and food and stuff. So that's what my living expense is. I think we have gone well over 1 hour today, but yeah, it was a very good discussion. So I would end the live stream now, and yeah, hope to see you guys next Saturday, 12 p.m. GMT. So have a wonderful weekend ahead, guys, and looking forward to talk to you, Ayush. All right, guys, bye.